waiter.
And I'm a delivery driver. Let's jump right into it. Tipping.
Frequently, servers are paid less than minimum wage per hour.
We're looking at anywhere from $2.50 an hour to a whopping $5 depending on the venue.
And because of this, most of our money is made from tips.
If by the end of the day we have not made minimum wage, our store, by law, is required to compensate us for the remainder.
What they don't tell you is if we don't make minimum wage by the end of the day more than a few times, they could fire us.
If you really wanted to save money, you would have made the meal by yourself.
But the world isn't the fairy tale dreamland that you want it to be.
Because fuck the poor, am I right?
Let's talk about wait time. If we tell you that your wait time is over an hour,
or if we say that the delivery time is over an hour,
what we're trying to say is,
go somewhere else. First come, first serve. If you feel like you're being neglected, maybe you shouldn't have called an order during a major fucking sports game like everyone else.
Or try to get a table on a Friday night. Or Valentine's Day. Or New Year's Eve. Or Saturday.
In short, you're mad.
We know. We don't care. And we can't do anything about it.
Another thing we can't do anything about, our website.
Usually for a corporate-owned store, the website's only there for advertising and isn't actually helpful in any sort of way.
It's glitchy.
It gets orders wrong frequently.
And it isn't our fault.
But you'll blame us regardless because we're the face you see and you need to vent your frustration.
It's better to just call us.
And if we don't answer,
it's fucking busy. Go somewhere else.
For restaurants, you'll see our menu, but you won't see the prices. There's a reason for that.
If the company showed the full menu, you'd know exactly what you wanted to order and whether or not it would be worth your time.
Instead, companies show you food to entice you to come and eat. So once you've come and sat down and ordered your food, you're stuck paying.
This actually screws us over more than it does you. Because now you don't want to spend $30 on an entree and $8 on drinks. And who's the only one you see?
Me.
And do they get mad?
Yup.
And what can you do?
Nothing.
Why?
Because the customer is always right.
Which brings us to our final point. The customer is never right. You're hungry, you're cranky, you're a few brain cells short of a toddler, and decision-making at this point is limited to nothing more than, what food?
So the best thing you can do is to tell us what food you want, and we'll bring it to you.
And if we mess up in the slightest,
and you didn't think beyond, get food in mouth now,
you take it out on us. So take our advice.
1. Don't go out unless you're willing to tip. 15% is fine, but 20% is best. And this way we don't lose our jobs and can afford food and shelter.
2. Be patient. Don't get mad if you have to wait for something. If you're really in a rush, hit up a fast food joint and be done with it.
3. Know that a lot of practices that we deal with are out of our control. So yelling at us only makes you agitated and makes us feel worse. And finally,
4. The customer is never right. I don't know what corporate numbnuts came up with that phrase, but it couldn't be any further from the truth.
So just keep these things in mind, and we won't sabotage your food.
We don't do that.
No, of course not. We don't do anything like that, especially if you're a giant douche nozzle.
She's absolutely correct. Waitstaff and delivery drivers.
The customer is never right.
Deal with it.
Didn't BuzzFeed already do this episode?
Really? BuzzFeed did a Waiters Were Honest episode?
Yeah, I've seen waiters, bridesmaids, and retail workers, and they've done abstract things like Netflix and chill, sex, and first dates.
What are we supposed to do about this?
That's a good idea.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. We have our sponsors down here, so go check them out and stuff. And how do you enjoy being a server?
It's the worst.
It's the worst?
Yes.
Well, I'm not really a driver, so I wouldn't really know. I work in my basement and don't get out.